All right. And it's a good morning. Good morning to everybody listening. Thank you. Monday, what is it? July 9th, 2018. About 83 degrees. Nice, beautiful summer day in Queens. And once again, good morning. This is your boy, Big Rich. Unfortunately, Jamaria will not be here today. She's handling her business. So we're not going to do topics or news. Do a little freestyle show today. Bunch of shit I've been wanting to talk about all week, but I haven't. Might as well address it today. First of all, had Friday's show. Great show. I liked it. I spoke to Mac J behind the scenes and I asked him, hey, listen, man, can we do a show like that every Friday night? It doesn't have to be let's talk that shit. Let's just do a Friday night freestyle. He said, hell yeah. As long as they're not doing none on their end. Friday night, we're just going to have a freestyle session. Whoever wants to call in, that has the number can call in. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a freestyle Friday night show and bring it back like we used to do on every Friday night. And I think that was a great show. I wanted to get in on it so badly with the lunch tickets. That was a great conversation. And Jamaria was in rare form. So I thought, made for an interesting show. It's up if you haven't heard it. Last Friday night show. Let's talk that shit with D Holler and Mac J. And like I said, I think we're going to be doing something like that every Friday night. Salute to Jaquan, my dude, for sponsoring the music for today's show. The first song was J. Cole, Friends. And when Jaquan sponsors the music for the show, you're going to get bars, And a salute to those that sponsor music like Sean Paul Shelton for Reggae Thursdays and Jaquan for Mondays, huh? Monkey Bar Mondays. That's what I'm going to call it. All right. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's popping?
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning,
What's
homie.
poppin'?
Everything good?
Chilling. I'm getting situated. I'm here situated right now, trying to get everything together.
Well,
You know
first
what
of
I
all,
mean?
thank you for calling in, homie. I appreciate it. It was on the drop of a dime.
Oh, definitely. So we live already. Word.
Oh, yeah, we've been live. We've been live since 9:40. Excuse me, just
Oh, that's
drinking
cool.
some water.
I'm here.
Since 9:40. But just talking about a bunch of different stuff. What's going on with you, homie?
Well, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to you know what I'm saying, to be calling in and seeing, I'm already in the chat room, in the little salute chat room, checking everybody out. Salute to everybody in the room. And I'm just glad to be back doing what I do best. I mean, in my scenario, which is being a vandal, and we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah,
But I'm glad to be back in my roots where I where I wanted it all to begin.
that's right.
But what exactly you was exactly talking about?
Well, I was talking about a bunch of shit. I'm already in trouble for talking about what I started to talk about, but it's all good. It's just shit had to be, I had to address some shit. I just had to. So I addressed it, and that's that. Just certain things people are saying, and I just wanted to bring some light to it. That's all. Besides that, Jamari is not with us, so I had a bunch of articles. I'm just freestyling off the articles, talking about those kids in Thailand being trapped. And for me, that's like the most amazing thing going on right now. Fuck the Drake shit. Fuck everything. These kids and the way they're getting them out, it takes hours for them to get one kid out. Hours.
I've been up on that. That's a story that's going down in history. That's talk about a miracle. Talk about a miracle. How many days without eating, or even at least eating the least calories? Because I'm sure they got some food to them, a little bit, but still being a kid and in those circumstances, that shows strength. It shows faith. It shows. I mean, if you can't learn from these kids right now with everything that's going on, and you're talking about that, Drake and his baby son, Aladdin or Adonin or whatever the fuck, whatever it is. I guess you could tell who in tune with the world, if that makes any sense. You got some people that's just more into what's going on in the world. They're more focused on the Drake and the Kanye. Did Kanye really get that information from Drake and pull that snake move. Do I believe it? Hell yeah, man. It's all marketing. That's just all marketing. But is that as important as what's going on to the things that we're not looking at? That's where, that's where it makes you the
That's what I want to
person,
do. I want to
the
look at the
different
things that
person.
nobody's looking at. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly, because that's what makes the differ of the person. If you're gonna be what I like to call a sheeple and just always be on top of the bandwagon of what's going on in earthly secular society, meaning like in the hip hop and the yo yeah, the Triple X, was he really set up? Oh, it's Triple X. Nah, he really like they already got conspiracy that he's alive. I mean, I know I'm going off
Yeah, I'm
topic,
not
but I'm just
even.
saying
I don't get
how
involved with
quick.
conspiracies and shit like that.
It's just funny though how quick the internet just grows like Vine. Like it's just you post one thing and before you know it, a person that's dead is already alive somewhere in Cuba smoking cigars.
Right. And that's funny
Like
that you
it's
say
just
that about the
funny.
internet because I actually was reading an article that people in Google put out, and all these articles that I talk about, everything you could find on my Instagram page, every one of them. And it was Google saying, "Hey, listen, we are an algorithm that searches data. By no
Yes.
means are we the truth oracle. Don't come to us for the truth. We're not an oracle for the truth." And because people say they don't know something, let me Google it. And they read it off of Google and they say, well, here, I just read it. And Google themselves are saying, hey, ease back with all that. I'm going to Google shit and use it as facts. We never said that we're here as an oracle for the truth. And again, going back on what you
And
just said about the
and that's
internet
facts. Like
starting
what I
shit.
like to think of it. I mean, to me, I like to think of it as planting seeds to everybody. Basically, even if it's a lie, if you plant the seed of lie, I don't. Let's hope this makes sense the way I say it, because you know what I'm saying. I'm not fully medicated yet. So hopefully it comes out right. If you plant the seed with lies and you nurture it right, seeking the truth, you basically, as it grows, you're gonna start seeing all the lies and realize the truth. Just like as if you search the truth, you really gonna seek out all the lies. So with that being
Basically.
said, if you put a plant on somebody about a certain situation, it might make them interested enough to do their own research. Because I'm not here to do research for you. I do research for me. And then from there, if you're interested enough, if you will go do the info, you will do the research yourself. Because the truth is somewhere in the internet, but there's more lies than truth.
Right. Yeah,
So
so even
that's that's
getting
where I fall with
involved or
that.
entertaining shit like XXX is still alive. I can't see myself wasting time like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and people gotta understand too the difference between being funny and being a troll.
Right.
Like there's a difference between trolling and trying to be funny. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I guess it's a new era, and with this new era, we still learning the rules of the internet. I would like to believe, because I
Well,
know
I'm
some people
changing the
can't be
word
so
troll to
stupid.
mosquitoes.
Ah,
That's it. I'm changing the word troll to mosquitoes. I got my hate
yeah.
off spray. Wait till I go live with my hate off spray. Hell yeah. La mosca. That's
La
that's my new word
mosquito.
for troll. The mosquitoes. They aggravate you. They want to drink your blood. But you a little hate off and the mosquitoes fly. That's it.
Yeah, they.
They fly. Then that's my new word. My new word for trolls is mosquitoes. Haters, mosquitoes. La moscas. That's
La
the
mosca.
Dominican
That shit
word
is funny.
for mosquito. La mosca. See, as soon as you try to do something positive and you go out, right? Boom, here come the mosquitoes. Want to nick at you,
Definitely.
pick at you, suck your blood a little bit, right? No, 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 no. I got my little spray. I'm good. Hate off.
Yeah, no, that's funny. You got me with that one. That's funny. And then at the same time, you can't get them around. You can't get them off around. You can turn on all these type of tikis and lights, and they still find a way to fucking still bite you.
Because
Come home. You come home
listen,
talking
do you
about
know
yo.
the energy that it takes to hate? It
Oh
takes
yeah, definitely. That's
energy. It
why
takes time.
it takes energy for everything. So that's why one of my mottos is focus on the solution, not on the problem. Because I either way, for example, on your if you're gonna focus on the problem, you're gonna waste a lot of energy on the problem when you could use that energy and use it on the solution. I'm not saying forget about the problem because in order to fix the solution, you got to look into the problem, but don't waste all that energy on the power. Waste that energy on the solution, but look at the problem as a energy revival to make that solution come through just the same way they build bridges. You know what I mean? Oh, this water. Oh, we live here. Oh, we got to get over there. I'm pretty sure they wasted a little time on the problem, which was building the bridge. They got the solution, and that's where they focused. So their energy now you could get across from point A to point B, and you didn't have to waste so much energy on thinking on how to. If that I hope I make sense.
No,
You
I
know what I'm
got you.
saying? People can give me a thumbs up if I make sense or if I'm talking out that ass because
Nah,
I don't want to,
I hear what you're saying. I'm actually
yeah,
looking for your banner right now. The one we
shit.
did for
I'm
you.
actually trying to speak that just facts that true. I mean, at least my perspective for facts.
Nah, I
'Cause
got you.
everybody has their own opinion,
Absolutely. Before you
and
called
one
in, I was talking about basically the state of this country right now
yeah,
because
I'm sorry
hate.
not to cut you
Go
off,
ahead,
but
go ahead.
I gotta give a shout out to Brooklyn Most
Yeah,
Wanted.
yeah, he was in here earlier.
Ah, Brooklyn Most Wanted. That's hey. If I'm guessing right, that's my Bushwick dude right there, Bushwick, Brooklyn. You
Brooklyn,
know what I
stand
mean?
up, man. BK all day.
If I'm right of the same person, because that's the YouTube name, but just the fact to see the name, it just and Cliff, what up? But I just I just get excited when I see people,
Your peoples.
yeah, man, that's just the love. I don't know, that's just love right there, man. That's just love. But anyhow, I'm sorry I cut you off
No,
when you were
absolutely. No,
saying.
that's all
I just
good.
got
I was talking
excited.
about the state of the country with the elevation of hate, right? And then
Yes,
I was talking about how this kid got shot on the 4th of July over fireworks. And I said,
sad.
yo, that's just, on the 4th of July to shoot somebody over fireworks is like, to me, is fucking insane. Because everybody's doing fireworks. How you going to shoot this kid, over fireworks? And I was
You
talking
know what's
about
going on?
the dance,
Can I?
the
Yeah,
dance that's viral, to everybody's dancing to this Drake song.
yeah.
And I say, yo, it just, going back to Danny Glover's or whatever,
His
what's his name?
little
Donald
entertainment,
Glover with This Is America, say, look, fucking violence all day. All we do is dance moves. And it hit me because I'm like, if you go on Instagram right now, every post is somebody doing a dance to the song. I
or
mean, it's in my
fighting.
fucking brain, this song, in my feelings. It's I can't stop. Everywhere I go, I'm like fucking Kiki. And that's how then I asked Jim, like, who's Kiki? And I said, oh shit. Send me the picture. I said, this Kiki. I said, oh, okay. So I said, basically half the album, Drake is just simping on chicks he used to like. So I'm like, okay. Well, the
See
formula is gonna
that's
work.
like my thing. This is the thing where I don't know if you realize since because I lived 80s and the 90s. I lived in East New York and Bronzeville and Brooklyn, and
Nice. East New
nobody could
York.
tell
I
me
got
that it
peoples.
wasn't a violent survival of the
East
fittest.
New York
You
was
know what I mean?
crazy in the
You
80s
had
and the
to.
90s, my G.
So what's going on now? This is the thing that's going on. This is my opinion once again to all. This is my opinion. what's going on right now is that you have a lot of, I mean, back then we only had beepers, and whatever you witness is what you witness. You don't witness what happens on other blocks. You don't witness what happens in the Bronx. You don't witness what happens in Queens. I mean, due to the fact that I was from Brooklyn, I barely left Brooklyn because Brooklyn's so big. Unless I was going to Queens, that's usually Brooklyn. Anyway, anyhow, but back to the point is now that we live in this era where you could record everything, and where
Right.
you could because like I said, in my lifetime, I seen people get jumped in such ways that you be like, wow, but you didn't see it. People didn't go viral. Only the
Right.
block
Right.
saw it, and what
Right.
happens is
Great point.
whoever that happened to ain't never gonna come back to the block. That's what's gonna happen. But now people's prides, they get hurt because now everybody's recording it.
Yeah.
So
So
if
you got caught
and your
out there.
boys come and jump me and you catch me lacking, and after you catch me lacking and y'all beat me up and put it on camera,
Now I gotta
there's
get
two
mine.
things I'm gonna do.
Revenge.
I'm either gonna snitch or I'm either gonna come after you and put it
Retribution.
on camera too. So when I'm saying all this violence, because if I look through my feed, everything I see, every other video is a black chick fighting a black chick instead of
Every
unity,
other video.
or a white person calling a white person with the sunglasses. They got to have the sunglasses. They don't got the
Sunglasses
sunglasses.
makes them official
It ain't
snitch
cool.
this summer.
Yeah,
You gotta get your
Without the
official summer
sunglasses, you're
snitch
not cool.
sunglasses.
Yeah, keep the shit away. So with them, what they do is calling the cops on ignorant things that makes no sense, and they wind up getting in trouble. But anyway, to the point is that we're being sensitized, we're being watered down to violence. So by watching, because back in the days when I used to see dudes get beat up, not on camera, in real life,
Right.
you feel it in your stomach. You feel the compassion, the empathy. Now you watch it so much on the internet that you kind of lose.
Come on,
those
most people
feelings.
laugh. Let's keep it real. Most people are like, yo, he got knocked out.
Yeah, instead of helping, because I was a person. If I could stop a fight, I'm gonna stop the fight.
Facts.
Or if
Always.
it's a one-on-one because of certain situation, then let it be. Because I was born.
Who said it?
I was
Who
raised
said
to be.
that? Somebody was saying in an interview that those that film need to get beat up as well. Those that do the filming. I think it was Nipsey Hussle.
Not for nothing. I believe that. Not
Yeah,
for nothing.
Nipsey Hussle said, "Hey, you want to pull
that.
out your phone and film? You getting this beat down next, or you gonna have to shoot for
You're
shoot
gonna
the
have
fair
to get
one.
that
Absolutely.
the
Absolutely.
the slapper of Nippy Hustle. That slap gonna come out with a name. What?
Slap
That's the power of fucking. That's the power of IG.
with the hand say to
They're
the
gonna
face.
come out with the nippy
Slap.
slap. The nippy slap.
The nippy slap. Don't make me hit you with that nippy slap.
Yo, and they're gonna have shirts. You know what I'm saying, with the nippy slap on there, with the blue bandana. Problem. Anyhow, but it's just crazy though how it's like with our brain and our children, we watered down on morals, on loyalties, on being loyal, on having morals, on respecting your You don't know how many videos I see of young people disrespecting the elders. Like, yo, I'm 37, B. I can't even if you're old, I can't see me doing that. Even if you call me I might hurt your soul with my words. Because trust me, I could hurt a person's soul with my words.
Really
There's
easy.
power.
Words are cut.
There's power in the tongue. There's power in the tongue. So you could definitely chop somebody off just by words. But what are you gaining? What is you gaining from it? Who has more power? You have more power if you just shut the F up and walk away.
Well, here's the thing.
That's more powerful.
Words can cut as long as you let them cut you. See, I was always taught talk is cheap. Someone who's angry will always say something out of anger. So it doesn't matter. It's their weakness being personified. So I've never took, anybody wants to talk shit. It doesn't really matter to me. It never has. Because here's why. As long as I don't let your words affect me, I don't give a shit what you say. As long as you don't touch me, we're good. If you don't come into my personal space, we're good.
Freedom of speech.
Yeah.
That's that freedom. And that's where I say you got to have power and you able to listen and not be bothered with what being said. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I love everybody. I love everybody equally. Till
Salute
you
to Rob
cross
Lowe.
that line.
Good. I'm sorry, I
Salute
didn't mean to
Rob
cut you off.
Lowe.
Yeah,
Salute
salute to
Rob
Rob Lowe.
Lowe.
He goes, "You want to time
Yeah.
travel? Take the Jackie Robinson from Exit to Pennsylvania Avenue." He ain't lying. You'll time travel.
Hey, with that, it's
Absolutely.
like ready
You gonna
that
go back
JC
to
line.
dumpster cans with fires in them, desolate blocks. Oh yeah, people
Rob
with
Lowe, we go
shopping
back to
carts on
that
every
line.
block picking up whatever metal they can take to the scrapyard. Yo, East New York is no joke, and let me tell you, because we used to go to
Jack,
Pickens and
Rob
Miller.
our sin.
You ever been to Pickens and Miller?
Oh yeah, oh hell yeah.
The
That's
chocolate.
where you get your chain
They used
snatched.
to sell the chocolate on Pickens and Miller. I don't know if you ever used to cop from them. This is 1995. 1995 or 1990. Yeah, 1995. Pickens and Miller. We would go there in the summer to cop chocolate. The shit was laced. We didn't know about Chronic or Hydro yet. So we were going to Pickens and Miller. And let me tell you something right now. Shit was no joke.
Especially in Pickens. Especially, I mean, look, Miller.
You want to go in the
Killer
spot and back
Miller,
in your car real quick.
AKA Killer Miller. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a lot. I got family that live on Hegeman and Miller. Like, yo, it's
Salute
crazy.
to the
like,
weed spot on Pickens and Miller, man. That shit used to get us high.
See,
man.
I used to get my chocolate tie. I used to look at that shit what is it, New Life and Sheffield. I used to get my
chocolate?
shit on Sheffield Ave. Shout out to all my Jamaicans out there if they still rocking. I know the new generation got to be out there pushing that loud. Come on now. You know what I mean? And fucking, I used to go to a spot on Mellow too, but it was closer than Pick, and they had like, you know, you go to the bodega and it's all the stale chips and all of that, and the Jamaican come out, guan. But man, for a Nick, you used to get a pillow.
What?
Like, talking
about
get bad bags
out of every Nick.
I got White Owls.
Yeah, White Owls. You goddamn right. And salute to the dudes that used to roll White Owls and wrap their White Owls with paper for the extra slow burn.
It's two purposes, either for the slow burners or for the people who can't roll and they need a Band-Aid. Because if you can't roll, you definitely you have mad holes in your blunt looking like a flute. Yeah, you got to throw on that bamboo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, but I love that shit. I love the old school trees like skunk, Hawaiian cess and chocolate tie and the hydro.
Hawaiian
the original,
cess.
original,
It'd be like 18
original
seeds
hydro.
in that back of Hawaiian cess. Yo, the
and
name
always
Hawaiian cess.
You're
like, yo, it's Hawaiian.
It
ain't Hawaiian.
Yeah, man, and I remember too, I remember the first time copping. I don't know, for me, like I said, I could be wrong because you know strains come, so many strains. But when Hayes first started coming, my plug used to be in Bushwick. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bushwick. Yeah, I used to go over there, and oh my God, like this was like back in 2005. I was already living in CT. But I used to go over there, and that's back when you can't even fucking a pound used to be like 3-4 G's. Anyway, get a fucking excuse my language. You get that fresh Haze, and we used to put them in jars.
Remember the glass jars?
The glass jars. It'd be hard to take out, but it was so.
It would
sellable.
be such a pain in the ass to take out the haze from the glass jars, but oh my. Did it look so pretty in that glass jar?
Taste
yeah,
so good.
When I was in LaGuardia College in the fall of 1996, I think I was in LaGuardia College. I went to a 4-year college, York College in Jamaica, and basically just didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. So I left school and I moved to Florida. But then I came back up and I had to start school again. I had to do something. So I went to LaGuardia College, and between classrooms, there was a security guard, my man Abdul, like Hispanic Muslim dude, but his name was Abdul. He was half Arabic, half Spanish. And I would have a bag with like 20 jars filled with that puree, that haze. And I would just wait, and I would knock all my bottles off outside the college. And I'd let him hold my stash and go to class. The security holding my stash, so I was safe. But yo, those jars, I would walk around and just clink, 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 clink. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get pulled over like this. I can't be walking around with these fucking glass
I used to have them in the same bottle and the same pack that it used to come. You know how it used to come with the dividers. Like, yeah. So, I mean, I used to buy the box full of glass, and then I used to just repack them like that and carry it like that so it don't make that noise.
Right.
Yo.
I just had them in the bag. Ting, 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 ting. I said, yo, I can't be going to class.
Shit. And you got Tyson Spot up in Spring Creek. I still got family out there that live in Starlight City, too. Every time I go to Starlight City, I gotta hit that pizzeria in the little shopping plaza. Yo, I love that pizzeria.
Remember the Mike Tyson? I remember the Tyson spot. The Tyson bags used to have boxing gloves on them. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah. And that shit was like that brick weed. Remember, it would come bricked. It would be little slabs of weed, sticky as fuck. You know they sprayed the shit out that shit. That shit would have 4 dudes in a car looking like they just did dope, leaning off a blunt of that Tyson. 2 of them would fall asleep.
That shit, like that AZ, basically. That AZ used to come in blocks. Like my man used to get blocks. It used to
that
look
brick
like
shit. That brick shit was the best.
That shit used to look like kilos of weed. It was funny the way it was backed
if
up.
you a podhead like me, like Yao, it's a beautiful time to be alive when it comes to the marijuana. Because shit is just beautiful now. Flavors.
Yeah, basically, like my man said, back then, they used to compress that shit. They used to compress the weed so tight that when you break it open, mad seeds just be popping out. Like,
well, they was seedy as fuck. Don't get it mistaken. It was seedy as fuck. And, you'd roll it on the paper, and then you tap the papers, and the seeds would just roll down if you had that ill technique. Remember the Red Door and Palmetto?
Yeah, what? That's OG shit right there.
Yeah. You hold the paper at an angle, tap, and the seeds would just roll out, and the bud would
just stay. As a matter of fact, now that I got the chance, I could clarify this. A lot of people that do follow me on IG probably realize that I got a long pinky nail. I remind you people, I've been smoking weed since I was 12. I'm 37. I'm not ashamed of my age. I've been growing my nails since I was probably like 10 out of habit. I come to learn that when I used to roll my blunt, with the same perico nail that people think it is.
Yeah, the perico pinky. I used to call it the perico pinky.
I used to pluck the seeds. Like, that's how I used to get the seeds out, basically.
With the nail.
Like,
click.
With the nail, word of my mother. Word
I can see it. I can see it.
If I can find it. And I mean, word of my kids, like, I'm not going to lie, because people be asking me, like, yo, what you do? I'll be like, no, like, if I tell you what I do with it, y'all wouldn't believe me. But that was back in the days.
Like, and goes Perico Pinky.
To knock off the ashes, you know what I mean? Like I'm holding the blunt, I knock the ash out with the pinky, like, it takes a little bit of, getting used to, but that's what I used to do, just pluck the seeds. Cause not for nothing, I buy a dime and have like 20 seeds. So you know what I mean? Like, what the? You're like, it used to be.
And there's nothing
I used to
worse.
Call them sticks and seeds.
There's not. Excuse me. There's nothing worse than smoking a blunt, and then you hear and then you get the taste.
Scooby-Doo pop pop. Scooby-Doo pop pop.
Scooby-Doo pop pop. Right?
That's that type of Scooby-Doo pop pop.
But then you taste that shit, Holmes. When you taste them seeds, Holmes, that shit is like the fucking worst. And then remember the old rumor, right?
You
smoke seeds, you ain't gonna have no seeds. You're gonna be sterile. Don't smoke no seeds or you won't have no babies. I'm like, yo, word? Oh shit. You'll make sure the seeds is out.
If that was the case, since I started smoking at 12, I wouldn't have 9 kids, so that's a myth. Yeah,
And
the
salute to you,
seeds, because
sir.
I smoke. Yo,
Salute to you.
listen,
I didn't want to say it, but you
hey,
said it.
to,
9 kids.
to,
Salute.
yeah, to everybody that seeds and that tropical fantasy blue soda and smoking a lot of
Yo,
weed,
remember the
that
tropical
shit
blue?
is a
Yep, they used to
myth.
say tropical
It's a
fantasy
myth.
soda would make you sterile too.
If that was true, I wouldn't be here with 9 kids right now. Cause yo, I drank a whole lot of
50 cent
soda.
summers all day, right? Hell
And
yeah.
yo, if y'all see how many monsters I drink a day, imagine 50 cent soda. Forget about it. I used to go to Sunny. As a matter of fact, I used to go to Tropical Fantasy. It used to be, I think, if I'm not mistaken, off Pennsylvania Avenue. And I used to go to the Sunnydale back by Five Diamonds, by Berkline Projects, if I'm not mistaken. They had the Five Diamonds that everybody used to play handball and softball there. We used to go to the little Sunnydale, I think it used to call, and that was like where they used to make the milk and the big. You could get a gallon of a quarter, quarter water juice. It was like a gallon for like 50 cents.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yo, shout out to Middle Lanes and the check-in.
Yo, let's take a quick
You know,
break, and I'm gonna go into another song. Jaquan, salute to you. Thank you for sponsoring Mondays. Monkey Bar Mondays. That's what I'm gonna call it, Monkey Bars. Because when Jaquan picks a song, it's all bars. So let's get into this next song, and we'll be back in about 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, 9 kids just at the end. 9 kids for. Yeah, we back with that positive energy. We in here. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Salute to the chat room. I see ya. Dímelo, my G.
So in
in
regards to the kid that got shot, here's the story. Devontae Ortiz was 19 years old, and he was shot by of course it's a white dude
with glasses.
Nah, no glasses. Just a bald headed white dude.
Yeah, bald head with a beard, and if they drive a pickup truck, be careful.
41-year-old Jason Roche, who said Ortiz and his friends were shooting off fireworks. Roche told investigators he shot Ortiz in self-defense, but the cell phone video that they took, going back to what you were saying, Yao, with the cell phones and people taking video, shows otherwise. In the video, it shows Roche Ortiz get into an argument. Roche's is seen displaying a gun and reholstering it, and then displaying the gun again, and then shooting this 19-year-old boy multiple times for shooting fireworks. Can you fucking 19-year-old kid, this fucking piece of shit, white, whatever, he just happens to be white, piece of fucking scum of the
swamp. Happens to be white, because we all fucking humans. And the worst part is,
19.
It's once again, I blame society in the sense of fear tactics, because what they doing is they putting so much fear into these white people, and not just white people, just certain human beings that don't have the heart. And when they get put in a threatened situation, they don't know how to either diffuse it, they don't know how to handle it. So the best way is, because when I went to go get my gun permit, they teach you two things. Two things they teach you is you only gonna pull out your weapon if you know you're gonna cause bodily human fluid or whatever, or if you know you're gonna cause death. Those are the only two reasons you should pull out a concealed carry weapon. It's not a talking, it's not a talking matter, basically. So in that situation, that's where you're gonna be judged by 12 be instead of being carried by six, because that's kind of what they teach you, unfortunately.
Right.
So a lot has to do too on how they teach you. So this man probably said, I messed up, I pulled out, I got to do something, and now it's gonna wind up being in the hands of 12 people and a judge to see if if it was legitimate. Okay, but thank God once again for those who believe, for the people who do record situations like this, because without
Yeah.
the camera, we would have believed the story that
He was
the
saying that they were
the
threatening
human was
me.
really
Maybe he was
threatened.
going to say that they were shooting fireworks at me. No. He said, you're shooting fireworks. Pulled out a gun, say, stop shooting fireworks. Here's what happened. The kids being kids said, fuck you. What do you mean stop shooting fireworks? It's the 4th of July. And they probably got shot.
It's a power trip. It's a power trip, especially when you have that tool. Because once again, people want to get rid of guns, and like I said, I'm a firm gun believer, but my gun won't go off unless I put my gun. Don't even have, like I said, once again, legit. You know what I'm saying? Second Amendment and CT is very difficult to get your license, but you could get it. And the number thing
Are you a
the number.
licensed gun holder?
Yeah, yeah, and what happens is the first thing they teach you, like that, it's embedded in my head. The only safety is your finger. Like, you know how guns got safeties
Right.
and all of that. Like, that's not good enough. The only safety is your finger. Like, and once you train enough and you go to the range enough, you realize that your finger become muscle memory, into where like your fingers never end the trigger unless you're ready to lock, load, and
Pull
let.
it. Right.
So it's funny, like it's crazy because, like I said, you can't be scared. You can't be a scared human being and be carrying a weapon, because you're most likely to use it. You got to have already a sense of mental power. Just like when I started, I'll bring back in the '90s. Um, Whoever's familiar, I went boxing in Jimmy O's in Starlight City. I boxed there for a few years, and I was gonna go Golden Gloves, but once again, I became a father at 15. So with that being said, my dreams, I had to shift them.
Right.
And the point I'm trying to make with that is that as soon as I actually learned to really have great hands, because when I used to, fight back in the days, it was that sloppy fighting with the hand swinging. It looked like I'm trying to slap mosquitoes in the air.
Okay.
It's a whole different thing when you box. You learn such discipline that when you do want to get into a fight or you're about to, you actually don't, because they teach you discipline before. Well, I'm talking about, at least when I was training, discipline was first, and the training was after. And after that, you just didn't even want to fight people unless you was in the ring.
Right.
You know
See
what I
the
mean? And it's the same thing. You have to have that mindset of.
Well, here's what happened with this kid. What happens is the man's father, um, the man who shot the kid, his father comes out and starts arguing with these kids. The kid pushes his father onto the ground, and the man responds by killing this kid.
And that's what I mean, the power of the tool, because he could have held the, you know what I mean, instead of holding the kid, or instead of just doing what they do best, which is calling the cops. An adrenaline of power of Trip came up, and that's what he did, and that's what he's going to be judged by 12, and hopefully justice is really served, because this 19-year-old, no matter what, we're all was 19 at one time. Some of us are still 19, and we were knuckleheads, and some of us still. I'm 37. I'm still a knucklehead. You know what I
I'm
mean? So that
43 and I'm still a knucklehead. I'm never going to
I could
stop being a
say
knucklehead.
that could have happened. That could have happened to me, because that's something. If somebody comes to my place and tells me the same, I'm gonna probably reply the same way. I'm gonna be like, "Fuck out of here, B. It's Fourth of July.
Who
Like,
wouldn't
what you
say
mean
it's
I
the 4th of
can't?
July on the 4th of July? It's the 4th of
Like, it's
July.
just,
Fuck is you talking about?
yeah, and
It's like telling
it's
people not
probably,
to Christmas carol during Christmas. What, you rolling up on Christmas carolers on Christmas?
it might happen this year. Don't be surprised. It might. I'm just saying, it might happen. This world we live in, it look like they like messing up holidays. That's why I don't celebrate holidays, by the way, too. And it's not because I got so many kids. I just don't like celebrating holidays because I think it brings out the worst in people. I think every day should be celebrated because every day is right now it's the present moment, right? So every day is a gift. So every day you should be celebrating that you're living. Because right
That's right.
now that you're able to listen to us
That's right. If you
and the
breathing,
fact that I'm
you
able,
achieving.
exactly, the reason I'm able to read y'all chat and y'all tuning in, that's a gift for me. Like, it's a gift for me. If anything like that, I celebrate that. I celebrate y'all tuning in. Like if not, I wouldn't be here talking to Rich. I wouldn't be here. Like, I celebrate y'all. Y'all the reason I'm. If not, I'll be probably scrolling through the IG, putting my face on people's faces. But
Well, they
nah,
charged
this
the
is
man with murder. So,
and that's what he's gonna fight against, and that's what he's gonna have to prove. And in that sense, it looks like he's losing, to be honest.
so if the
But
man
once
was
again,
threatened
the
for his
worst
life
part
or
is,
not, they're going to see in the video if he was threatened or if he was doing the threatening. So, if he was the
and then
aggressor,
the worst.
then he's going to be charged with murder and he'll probably have to eat that, rightfully so. And if I was the justice system, take him on the back and eye for an eye. That's it. You take a life, you give a life. That's all.
I feel that, and in his case, they're gonna probably overturn it and turn it into, if he do get convicted, I probably guarantee they'll turn it into a manslaughter instead of
Aggravated
murder.
manslaughter?
Yeah, I would, just to give them less years, unfortunately, and that's something. I mean, I personally believe. You know
So
what
he's
I
going to play
mean?
the white card. Yeah?
I believe he's
Cash
gonna
it
play
in?
that. I was scared. They were very
Well, no, no, no. There's
aggressive
video. There's
attitude.
video. There's video.
I know,
He
I
has to
understand that, but
act
even through
like
the
he was
video,
scared. He can't just pull out the gun and go, I'm scared. I'm scared. Or if he's like,
no,
you
you
better
can't.
fucking turn off those fireworks before I light your ass up. That's not sounding like you scared. That sounds like you in charge of the situation.
And that's where it's gonna. That's what's gonna make the big turn of decision, whether they're gonna continue on. And like I said, this is just from all the cases that I've been watching, and so I'm not just talking out my ass. I'm talking about from experiences that I've seen and how they overturn, charges to smaller charges. So instead of doing life, you could do 25 years, and it's just the system is just so corrupted that,
Corrupt is
I
not the word. The
mean,
system
oh
is
man,
diseased.
it's just, I don't even want to get into the system. That could be a whole different type of day. But that story is really sad. It's sad for the family because they the ones that gotta, every 4th of July they gotta be reminded of the tragedy because that's what it is. No, and like I said, you gotta understand, some kids are very vocal and they have a smart mouth, and you just gotta watch people, just humans. We gotta watch how we talk to each other because we get triggered very easy nowadays, especially with the watered down empathy we have now, and sympathy. You
Well,
know.
there's no sympathy. There's only apathy, unfortunately. People forgot what it is to sympathize and empathize with the next man. And that's what I'm saying. If I thought the streets were cold when I was growing up, the streets are ice cold now and frozen.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I thought I lived in the worst years in East New York and Bronzeville, and not only the worst years. And I'm like, I survived it. Like, it was a sense of pride of surviving those years. And now it's almost like now they just doing it for fun. Back then it was more because you had to
Well,
stand your
now
ground.
it's for clout. So now it's
Now it's a
for
fucking,
likes.
it's a
Now it's
trend.
for views. Now it's who can catch the most illest video. Um,
And everybody is a gang, like everybody's a gangster too. Like who said being a gangster is, I know we grew up watching gangsters and all of this, and but who, like in the mind, and what mindset do you have that either hurting somebody or going to prison or poisoning your neighborhood with drugs? It's a good idea. Like we got this mindset, and then people get mad when they say, "Oh, they gentrifying Brooklyn." I
right.
mean, my nigga, like y'all was selling crack to your own fucking family members. Like you didn't care back then. Why you care right now? Then I
I
mean, it's
know
just
people
like I
that are
said, it's a
sitting in their
two-way
neighborhood
street.
saying they wish they would gentrify their neighborhood so they could
I
take a
mean,
walk
yeah,
at night. They can go out with their kids and not feel worried.
and it's sad to say, but you actually got people that's mad at the fact that that is happening, but yet complain when they get robbed.
Right.
It's, I mean,
So like you're
I can
damned
tell
if you
you
do, you're damned if you don't.
exactly. Like I remember being coming out of IS 292, and this is a story that I only told personal people because it might be a little embarrassing, but you know what? I grew out of this now. It's just a test. It's more of a testimony than an embarrassing story. But
Speak, man. Go
I
ahead.
remember I remember getting out of school. I remember like if it was today, I was like what? I was about 12 years old. I just not too long ago I just got these fresh pair of sneakers. They were called Street Ball Adidas. They were suede. They was fresh. They were only 89.99. But remind you, back in 1992, and 89.99 was probably expensive. Um, and I'm walking down the block coming from IS 292, walking my way to Vermont, and about 14 dudes. I see about a few dudes run forward, and I'm like, hmm. Then out of nowhere, I see a hand go around my shoulder. I look at the hand. As I'm looking up, a fist is coming down, and they hit me in my temple so hard,
Damn.
I got a double black eye, bro. And they took my sneakers. I mean, that was one of the turnovers that made me go to boxing.
Right.
I was like, yo, because I started
Fuck that.
boxing when I
That's the
was
last time
12.
that's
I'm
gonna
not gonna
happen. I
lie.
hear you.
And the thing was that my father was basically a well-known character in New Lots. He was well known and well respected and well feared. So in my mind, I had that mindset that because that was my father, everybody was scared of me, but not realizing not everybody knows my father.
Right.
So these people that did this to me, they ain't know my father. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what my father's, what the family is about. Because I wasn't about that at that moment. You know what I mean? But basically, they knocked me out and took my sneakers, and after that, that's when I was like, "Oh no, this is not gonna happen." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just made me into an animal, like all that compassion and lovey-dovey. Like, yeah, everybody, that brought kind of hatred, and I just didn't look at everybody the same after that incident no more. Everything, that's what woke me up from the world. It's not such a beautiful world after all.
I hear that.
Hello?
Yeah, no. I was listening to you.
Yeah,
I'm
my
sorry. No,
oh
no.
sorry, just I thought my phone got me. But yeah, man, that's
No, I
but
was
that's
just
basically
completely into your story. So,
yeah, basically they really, that right there. And right after that, the first thing the family wanted to do was look after the people, and I was the one
right.
like, nah, nah, nah. And to continue the story a little bit,
Yeah.
the fate of and the karma. Not too after he tried to, I found out who did it. He tried to rob the wrong person and he got shot.
There you go. What comes around
I
goes
didn't have
around.
to, I didn't have to do nothing but buy me a new pair of sneakers. And after that, I thank my high, I thank a higher power. I thank God because I'm a believer that after that, nothing has nothing in that nature. I've been in a lot of situations, but every situation I came off winning. Even if there was a loss, I came off winning because I was breathing. So
Well, you ain't the
that
first
was
you ain't the
back
first person. Shit happens to
that was
everybody.
back in the 90s, by the 2000s, and the 2000s, that's when I say I came to Connecticut, and then I came to Connecticut with the same attitude from Brooklyn. And back then, it's funny because I'm Puerto Rican trying to get waves. I had the do rag with the big fitted hat, where I had the gold teeth,
All
and
right.
I had that gully. Like if you smile at me, and I look at you like, yo, what the fuck you smiling at, B? Like, yo, it's good. You straight? Like you just smiling at me because you never. I'm remind you, I'm new in Connecticut, so I think I didn't even know there wasn't no Hot 97. Like I'm that fresh and out here. So everybody looking at me, I'm like, yo, you good, son? You good, son? Like, cause I wasn't used to people just smiling at you just to say hi or whatever. Like, it took a good more than a year to get used to the Connecticut vibes, cause out here people still savage, but it's a different type of savagery, you know.
Right.
But I definitely I'm grateful, and I love the fact that I was made and grew up in New York, especially in the parts that I grew up in, which is mainly, like I said, I got family in Canarsie. I got family still in East New York. My whole family's still out there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be out there next Saturday. You know what I mean?
You
We
coming
have,
to Queens?
I'm gonna be, I'm not. It's gonna be a surprise. Hopefully, my sister don't listen to this, but it's just a surprise party for my sister.
Oh,
My sister's
nice.
birthday. She's turning 40, so it's gonna be a big party. The theme is Cuban, so I already got my
Damn,
white
Cuban
pants
food is
with
banging.
it's gonna be a Cuban themed 40-year-old party. So it's gonna be fire, and it's gonna be lit. I'll have footage definitely on my IG story, of course. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely be out there Saturday, and I don't even know the location or where the party is yet because they trying to keep it a secret to the
That's
last.
what's up.
They don't want nobody to spill the beans.
Right. It's a
But
surprise.
I'll
So,
definitely be in the city. So if anybody wanna, what I'm saying, show some love or whatever,
well, definitely hit me
holler.
up.
Definitely will, because it could be most likely it could be Queens. It could be most likely it'll be Queens or some closer to like Long Island or
Everything
something
is in
like that.
Queens,
Cause
man. Queens is the
they pick
bomb.
they pick very expensive places for some reason. I'm not on their level, but I'm just grateful that that's my. I'm like, usually I hit them up like, come on, sis, yo, you know what I'm saying, donate something to me. Yeah, right.
That's funny. All right, that sounds like good shit, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Another
So
thing I
definitely,
had, okay, you were saying you finished up?
yeah.
Cool. The other thing that I had on this list of articles, like I don't know if you remember, like I think we were talking about it. Um, Amazon bought out this company, this doorbell company that allows deliverers to open your door and put your package inside your house and leave to eliminate theft. And Nas was invested in that company. Now it happens to be that Amazon bought another company, and the name of this company is called PillPack. Okay? And again, Nas,
Pharmaceutical.
his venture capital fund scored another victory on Thursday with Amazon's announcement that acquired the online pharmacy PillPack for a reported $1 billion. Jones
Yes, I was
Queensbridge
shocked.
Venture Partners was an early investor in the prescription drug delivery service. The fund participated in an early investment round that raised $9 million for the startup, which streamlines the prescription drug delivery process for people that require multiple daily medications and ships to all 50 states. So my boy Nas, Queens, right, was already invested in this company. Here comes Amazon again, and Amazon, Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world, drops $1 billion. Say, we'll take it, $1 billion. So Nas is gonna get a nice little paycheck, and it's nice business
And
moves, huh? You don't hear too
and the
much from
beautiful
Nas. You hear a lot
part,
of bochinche with his ex-wife, a lot of rumors. He used to beat bitches. Right now, there's a rumor. There's a DJ out there that's claiming that Nas slept with his wife or his girl, if I'm not mistaken.
he mad
So,
though.
so you hear a lot of bad news. Not a lot, but here's some good
When
news. Who's it? I'll tell you the
when you
name of it.
start,
DJ Nabs accuses Nas of sleeping with his girlfriend. Uh-oh. What happened? His girlfriend don't get no blame? It's all Nas's
yeah,
fault?
you can't really get mad. But at the fact that Nas, I read about that Nas, and he was with a few investors. Think about this, man. They, with a few investors, they invested. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but it was about $8.8 million.
Yeah, 9 million. That's what I
And
said. 8.8. I just rounded up to
basically,
nine.
yeah. So they rounded off to 9 million. So it's
Nice.
not just Nas. It's a couple of people that invested into this, and
Right.
they
It wasn't
believed
just
in it.
Nas.
It had
Absolutely.
nothing to do. It had nothing to do with rap. And that's to teach other people that rap is not the only thing. No, that's just a great ad. That's just like selling drugs, basically, a good startup
Astoria.
to get your bag to move on. But anyway, he basically invested in that company it's been a couple of years already, and look at the flip. Like, and for all those people that talk about his album, I'm one of them that actually like the album. I don't even think I don't even think of Kanye when I hear it or whatever. It's just, to me, Nas is Nas. Like, he's just, so for the people that don't even like his album, he don't even have to. He's doing that for the love as a hobby, in my opinion, because he don't need the money.
Right.
He's making that one investment right there is gonna put him up there with Dr. Dre and them. You know what I mean? Like Jay-Z trying to slap him in the face by throwing that ape shit song right when his album dropped. That's how I felt. But yet this guy is making moves under the table that people don't even know or
Right.
realize about.
That's dope.
Which is amazing.
Business.
I wish that these rappers would teach the youth or these small I call them non-secrets because it's not a secret. You just gotta search, research, and you just gotta believe in the product you're investing. If you ever
Right.
watch the show Shark Tank,
Well, most
you
importantly,
know.
you need money, though. See?
Oh, of
There is
course.
no
And
concept of saving. Nobody saves money. Nobody thinks for the rainy day. You know what I'm saying? It's
no,
about flash. So as soon as you get paid, what you gonna buy? three
and
hundred
that's
dollar
when
sneakers,
and
$200
and that's
belts.
when the smart thing came in, when he invested with other people $8.8 million. That's just like if I was to get a bag of 1 million and you was to get a bag of 1 million,
Right.
and Jay Marie was to get a bag of 1 million. So now we all take 50,000 and invest it in something and just let it grow.
Right.
Like, it's just so. But now we want to get the Bugatti and we want to get that chain.
But
that's
that's all that's
heavy
out
and
there.
make
That's
money.
all you see. That's all the videos are about now. Cash, flash, and ass. Fuck the
Yeah,
future,
you ain't
fuck
never gonna
investment,
catch me
fuck
talking to
tomorrow.
money.
It's all about the moment. And I can understand when you say it's all about the moment. But each moment leads to another moment, leads to another moment. And before you know, today becomes tomorrow. And if you got it, you got
Exactly.
it. But for those that don't, and just, you know, because here's what happened. You watch these videos and you end up doing what? Wasting your time daydreaming, thinking that you're these rappers in this video when you're not. You're not. Instead
And
of
another thing,
daydreaming
I
or
feel
infatuated what other rappers have while on your way to work, you should be daydreaming and infatuated with how you can double up your income.
and then I laughed at the people who comment under these rappers thinking like they really care what you're talking about. I mean, it's rare when a rapper replies or a celebrity replies, but I mean, they could care. I mean, yeah, they could feel hurt, get hurt, but they're not losing any money because you put in under their comment, you're trash. Your music is trash. Pusha T killed your career. They still rich. We the ones who poor. Like we the
Uh,
ones like I don't know
exactly.
what pledge did you get out of that. We the ones
No,
who
it's
struggling.
escape. It's
You the
like
ones
almost
streaming
like
their songs.
it's like fantasy escape. You know, you see, like, again, you see these videos, you see these women, you see these bottles being popped, and all of a sudden, miraculously, even though you're in your one studio apartment, all of a sudden you feel like you're in the club with them, but you're not. You're not.
Exactly. That's people got to realize,
You're
yo,
not.
stay true to yourself. Like enjoy the music, but don't fall for the facade. It's all a facade. A lot of things get front. Like half the things they don't even pay for it. Like we got to pay for it. Like sneakers, they don't pay for the sneakers barely. They get it to
Right,
them. They
they're
wear it.
artists,
They
so for
have it.
them it's all promotion. Here, take it,
It's
take
all
it, take it, wear
promotion.
it, so they can see you wear it, so I can get everybody else's money. You don't pay me, you just wear it.
But then, like, you know what I can't get? I don't want to get off topic, but the funny, like, I'm gonna bring this up. You ready for this? You said freestyle day, so I'm gonna freestyle this one right now. For all the people who who buys a LeBron James, and they have it, and it's a long, old, and it's a nice LeBron James jersey, and now they mad because he's going to the Lakers, and then they go to the backyard to make a video burning the jersey. I don't mean to curse, but you're a fucking idiot. Why? Because you probably
It's
invested 80,
fanatical, man.
$90. You probably invested 80, $90 on the jersey. I don't know about back. I don't know about now, but back in the days, if I had a Jordan jersey and Jordan would have went to the Knicks, I would have kept that jersey. I would have put it in a thing because in years people don't realize these
Fanatical,
things
man.
become valuable.
How do you know it's not a $5 knockoff? You don't even know that, yeah? It could be a fucking uh you
That
know
that that's true too. That's true too. But have these
a
people
ten
burning it
dollar
like you're not
jersey.
you're not proving nothing. That's true too. It could be a starter one. No, I'm
Yeah, it
but
could
but
be. There you go.
but like it's what I'm trying to say. It's all for the clout and it's all for the likes. Like you're gonna sit there and burn a shirt, a jersey, and yeah, fuck LeBron. I mean, I'm not a big LeBron fan, but I'm just saying, just the whole purpose, the whole scenario behind it. Like, what is you doing? Like, you really burning? It's just pretty soon you do that, and it's gonna turn into a hate crime. Be careful.
See, I was fanatical when I was a kid. Like right now, you know, LeBron James is the greatest player in the league. Granted, okay. I ain't gonna lose my mind over it. I'm not buying jerseys over it. I'm not buying hats over it. You know, the most I'm gonna do is pay for the NBA League Pass and watch games. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll invest in that. That's about it. I was fanatical when I was a kid. You know, maybe Dow Strawberry, Dwight Gooden. Yeah, I was
That's my
fanatical.
year.
You know,
Ha,
I was
my year.
fanatical. Like I said before, I used to walk to Shea Stadium Saturday morning and wait for the Mets players to drive up to get their autograph. Fucking lost
That's
my mind
dope.
when I got Dow Strawberry. Just walks out of the fucking Diamond Club, looks at me, goes, "What's up?" I said, "Holy shit!" I said, "Yo,
That's a
sign
real dude right
my
there.
fucking card." You know, fanatical. But now I can't be fanatical over that shit. So people burning jerseys on the gram. It's it's extreme, man. He doesn't know.
And you think
LeBron
about it, you
James will
make
never care who that person was. You think he gives a fuck? Maybe.
he
Who
already
knows?
got the
Maybe it may
check.
hurt his ego or pride a little. Damn, they burning my jersey. But you know what?
I don't even
I'm a
believe
fucking.
that because
I'm a global icon. Who gives a
it's
fuck?
cloth. It's cloth. You know what I mean? That's like when the people was burning the GC sneakers. They couldn't wait to pay $500 for a pair of sneakers. And then he went, "Oh, let's make a great America great again," and people want to burn his sneakers. Like,
It's
why?
fucking retarded.
Like I'm like you. He already made the money. You spend it. Put them sneakers up on best offer up or whatever. Let it
First of all, I
go
never
and
paid $500 for a
sell them
pair
for
of sneakers. You could go kill yourself.
$50 instead of burning them. Shit, somebody else could rock
Five
them. Like
hundred.
it's
You
just
crazy?
the things that people do after they make the people money. Like you pay money to go to a concert just to go boo. Like yo, B, you pay $60 to sit on the top, all the way in the top, so you could just go boo on IG. Like, come on, for real. You still making the money. Like to me, if I'm gonna hurt you, I'm gonna hurt you by not buying your product. You know what I mean? That's how you really hurt somebody. You're not hurting by talking junk and still
Exactly.
making them money.
Hurt their pockets.
That's it. That's where it really.
Talk is
That's
cheap.
when they start feeling it. That's when they start feeling it. If you still buying the jersey, especially you probably got people buying a $10 jersey just to burn it so they can make a video.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You could have kept
Just for
that
the
ten
likes.
dollars in your pocket, man.
Man,
Add it to
that's
whatever.
10 blunt. That's 10 Bluntville's for me, and 10 Bluntville's equals to 30 blunts. So, hey, that's I guess we just different types of
I know
breeds.
that
And
Nas made 40 million off that Amazon deal with the excuse me, with the door company.
with
I
the
wonder
door
how much he
company,
makes. He invested into this company called Ring, right? And what it is Amazon deliverers would have the technology to open your door, right? With this technology called Ring, and put the package right inside your door and leave, right? Nas invested in this company. Amazon bought it, wrote him a check for 40 million. So I'm wondering how much he gets paid off of this pharmaceutical company. Cause if it's another 40 million, that's damn near 100 million in less than 1 year off
and
of
not only that,
little
check this out.
investment.
You got to understand the behind the door deals. For example, like he's
Then
probably
again,
still
money makes
invested
money.
in
So
equity. He's probably still invested in stocks too. So he's probably telling Amazon, yeah, we're gonna sell you this, but we still want to be involved in the stocks and we still want to be involved in this. So they making money three, 4 ways out that one deal.
yeah,
You could also, invest on the stocks and be
sure.
involved in, so there's so many ways. I mean, that's just a great, like Nas, man, that's just been one of my top three favorite
I mean, that's
rappers,
just dope
and just doing
because
that
all the
besides to
focus is
rap,
on
it
Jay
shows.
and what Jay Z's doing. So I'm just like, it's Jay Z the businessman, Jay Z the businessman. Well, Nas the businessman. You know what I'm saying?
And
But
Nas
Nas is
been
gonna,
spitting that
just cleared
four
40
four
mil.
four.
Might clear a little more, a little less or more, but hey, that's not bad. Off of again minor investments, taking the money
Yes,
you
it is.
made, investing it, not buying jewelry, 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 jewelry.
And that's the
All
same
that
thing
shit
too.
does
Not
is
for
make
nothing with
everybody a mark, man. You're just a
Jay
mark.
Z. Exactly, like Jay Z. He invested. Like people used to think he owned the Barclays Center. People used to think that he was like a owner. Nah, he was a part
Five
owner, and he
five
only
percent. That's
invested.
all he owned. Five
I think he
percent.
only invested like a 1 point something or 2 point something million. And then I mean, yeah, he sold it or whatever, and still got to keep his seats. But the point is, like people used to literally think he's the owner of the whole Nets. Like nah, b, like he was just like you
Nah, I
said,
knew
five
that
percent.
Russian dude. The Russian dude was running everything.
It was just a great investment that he put his money on, so he don't feel like Dumbo. Get it, Dumbo? Nah, but
Rob
yeah,
Logos. The Nas album was trash.
nah. Nas album is a must have to, But once again, you got to listen in with a different type of ear. You know what I mean? It's not one of those that you bump in the streets. It's one of those. It's for me. It's one of those. I smoke a L and I just listen to it while I'm drawing. You know what I mean? Cause and
Whoa.
that even the Ye album, even that what I don't even know the name of his song. I love being bipolar or whatever. Like I
I ain't
honestly
even
like
fuck
that
with that.
first song.
No, sir.
Like I
Uh-uh.
honestly even like some of the songs because he's speaking due to the fact that if no, I'm
Trash.
diagnosed by. I'm pretty sure everybody is in their own way, but
I give
being
the Nas
diagnosed
album
bipolar and
3 out of 5 mics. Okay? The
that's
Nas
fair.
album
That's
was good.
fair.
The lyrics
That's
were
fair.
Nas. The beats, eh, you know, and
That's fair.
all that hype about cop shot the kid, cop shot the kid. Oh yeah, cop shot the kid. Yeah, great song, but the rhymes didn't go with the beat. Okay? And I don't know much about
Great point.
engineering and all that shit, but you could hear that it wasn't, there was no harmony. So anyway,
Right.
3 out of 5
with
for
that.
me because of course it's Nas. First of all, the lyrics are always golden. Don't know why he went with Kanye with the beats when he can do a bunch of stuff. Just hold on 1 second. Just take it over for Yao for 2 minutes. Well, I gotta answer this call.
All right. So that means I'm on deck right now. So on that note, I get to talk my opinion. I say Nine's album will be like I give it a 3.5, and that's one of the main reasons because some of the beats and the Ye album I haven't heard the whole thing, but the songs that I have heard so far, if it's just like the songs, I give it like a 2.5 for right now till I literally sit there and hear the whole thing. But that's once again just my opinion. It's not, to each his own. Um, I haven't heard the whole Pusha T album, so I can't speak of that. The Drake, talk a little about the Drake album. The Drake album, I started listening to it a little bit, and all I could say about Drake, I haven't heard none of that love song shit. I'm not into the love song music or whatever, but all the it sounds like all the songs that I was listening to, he was just basically had to explain himself after Pusha T put all that out there. But no matter what, Drake, I may not like him as much, or he might not be my top rapper, not even close to it. But his delivery and style and how he puts the wordplay, I find that to be amazing. Like he's amazing with that, with because he leaves you wondering, like, who he's talking about. He could be talking about this person. He could be talking about that person. And that's what I like about the Drake. I could listen to it multiple times and catch something different out of it. I like listening to music mainly for the lyrics, but if I'm trying to get hype, I listen to people like Casanova and Takashi. Yeah, I said Takashi with the rainbow hair, but that little man has not switched up. You know what I'm saying? That nigga's still on his snatch my chain shit. But Kanye album is straight trash, yeah. Coming from J Quan 72, and I believe you. Like I mean, like I said, I only, to be honest, heard like two songs. The two songs I heard I actually like, but I haven't heard the album to really speak on that.
Thank you, man. Sorry about that. Just it was an important phone call and I had to grab it. I
No doubt.
apologize.
Well, welcome back. I was just letting them know about my reviews on the
The Nas,
basically on the nines, which I give it like a 3.5, and it's
three point
honestly for
five.
the
Okay,
same
that's fair.
reasons you said. The yeah, I can't really rate it, but a
Yeah, I
2.5 because
didn't.
I
Yeah,
only
I didn't even
heard.
listen to the yay. So zero
I
point
haven't heard
zero
the
for the
whole
yay.
thing,
I refuse to.
but the
Won't touch it.
but but I did like the songs that I heard, and then
Okay.
Pusha T, I can't even rate that at
Oh,
all
the
because I
Pusha
haven't heard the
T. The
whole thing.
Pusha T is to me better than the Nas album. Okay, but not better than the J Cole album. So, but the
See,
Pusha T to me is better than the Nas album.
and then the Drake, I just I'm not a huge fan of him. I haven't heard all the love songs, but the other songs, I just like the way how he's clever on answering
Yeah,
things.
I have
He's
to get
very
my hand
clever.
on the hip hop side. I'm not really for the the R&B. If he's just singing to his ex girlfriends, I don't know what the fuck he's thinking. But if he's just simping like that, I want no part of it. But I will listen to the part with the bars because
And with the
I'm
bars
heavy
is
into bars.
basically
I need the bars.
replying to everything about Kanye and Push and all of this. To me, it's a lot of explaining to do to the people. And I found he did it in a clever way. That's my opinion. Like, it was kind of like, damn. But that's how Drake works. He got a great team behind him. He knows, he's not where he's at for no reason. You know
Sir,
what I mean?
he's winning heavy, no hate on anybody that's going to make money. Make that money. I don't have to agree with your product. I don't have to listen to it. I don't have to pay for it, nor do I have to buy it. All I have to do is say, hey, good for you. Whatever works for you. Okay? If you got bars, you got bars. I was with him with the bars. As soon as he got into that auto-tune singing shit, I said, what the fuck? But that's me.
Yeah,
that's
same
me.
here.
You don't have to, that's me. Who am I? I'm rich. That's it. That's all.
Yeah,
I choose
I
not.
can't be
That's
with that
the
depressed.
power of choice. I choose not to listen to it. But, this fucking Kiki song,
and if
I can't get this
listen to
Kiki
it-
song out of my head. I can't. I can't. Like, as soon as the show's over, I'm going to be whistling this shit.
Yeah, that's funny.
And you got these dudes running in the street, running out their car. Somebody's gonna get into an accident over that shit. First of all, no fucking around. You got women running out of their cars while the car's still moving, dancing in the fucking street. Okay. Good luck with that.
Yeah,
how long that's gonna last till
stupid. I
somebody
mean,
gets run over by
I
a
ain't
truck.
gonna lie, for the gram, I pull a stunt like that. But what I did was I put the car in parking on a red light. I
Yeah.
hopped out the car,
Yeah.
and it was to the song "Stappy." BB
Oh,
with
okay.
the Robins, looking all retarded, and he's singing, or to that song, and I just came to the front and basically like did the little cowboy hop.
You know what
and
I
then
used to
went right
like
back in my
when
car.
when you was driving around when what's this dude what's his name, the one that was beefing with Tekashi in New York.
Casanova.
Yeah. You driving around talking about punch you in your face.
Motherfucker, I knock your teeth. And I do that on the
But
regular.
you used to
just
drive
driving
around screaming that shit. I would die laughing. That's where we first met. I'm like, yo, y'all is fucking crazy. That shit used to make me laugh, man.
It just brings good energy to self. Like that's why I say to people on IG, like, it's just entertainment. Like, I'm not really a savage like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just fun for that. I just try to make people laugh, and if I can make people laugh, then that means I did something right, because laughter is free. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it's medicinal. It's medicine. So it helps them, and it helps me with my therapy. Because, like I said, I could be a little 730, but I'm trying to maintain
It's good
that.
to be a little 730. Just to, just be cool with your 730. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody's a little 730.
It's how you handle it. It's how you handle
but it's just, what type of 730 are you? The awkward, the awkward 730 where everybody feels uncomfortable, like what the fuck, or the funny, energetic 730. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm the one that everybody wants to be around with, because it's gonna be lit for no reason. I'm when you go to a party and catch everybody and everybody's sitting there looking on their phone. Be like, well, yo, what kind of party? Nah. If you're gonna have your phone up, at least we're gonna have some fun with the phones up. Let's make some videos. Let's get it popping.
Facts. Facts.
Or for the clout. Come on, let's do it in the name of clout.
Quick alert! Don't mean to cut you off. 4 more boys have been pulled out the cave. 4 more.
Oh,
yeah.
Amen.
So a total of 8 boys
Beautiful.
out. 4 more boys left, and 1 coach. So, they're gonna pull this off, and I'm telling you, if anybody hasn't seen this, just go look it up. Get a picture of where the entrance of the cave is and where the kids actually are and what they have to do to get through back. It's nuts. It's absolutely fucking nuts. It's like an Indiana Jones shit, man. It's like
And that's what the people don't understand. Like how hard, because they're like, man, they could have been, and they could have been done this, but nah, it's the how intrigued you got to be. And shout out to the coach for holding. Yo, the coach is definitely a hero right now, man. Like, cause now to keep all these kids.
I don't know if the coach is a hero or the coach is like, yo, what the fuck were you thinking leading these kids so deep into a fucking cave?
See, that's what I don't understand. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know the beginning of the story. I don't know how they wind up to be in that cave.
Because I got from the little things that I read here and there, it was supposedly one of the kids' birthday, and they wanted to go in for to explore the cave, and it started rain. I don't know, man. All I know is
it started raining and the water rush came.
You don't. Yeah, it just whoosh, because it's their monsoon season.
Yeah, see that's where it gets funky at, but you know, even after the fact, for the coach to stick it out, I know it's crazy. But I hope they all make it out safe to their family, man. It's gonna be a great.
Yo, if they get all these kids out with the coach, I'm telling you right now, for a third world country with not the greatest infrastructure in the world, this took all heart and skill. Straight up. They taught these kids how to dive in the cave and what they got to do and how they have to do it. They actually have to switch gears at one point, and they have to start climbing the cave just to get, it's nuts, man. It's nuts.
I'm sure they probably got a GoFundMe page already. So, no, I'm just saying, unfortunately, everything gets a GoFundMe, Yeah, Yao's back. Yao's back. Let's do a GoFundMe for Yao's vibe. Let's fill up Yao's vibes. GoFundMe. But why? Why you need the GoFundMe? Just for my vibes, be like you see how it says 2 people donated? Like, fill up the whole thing and my vibes is fully activated. Just don't worry about the GoFundMe. Just click on the link and make it go, make it go. Now I'm just playing, but it's just, nowadays everything is, people becoming rich off that. Like I don't want to bring, this is a sad story. But look, it took a tragedy to happen to Junior, and now basically you could say the family has probably seen more money that they ever seen over that type of incident.
Yeah, but it won't make no difference to the mother. It'll help, but it ain't gonna help her sleep.
It's not gonna help. It might help her sleep with all that money because she could buy a lot of Ambiems and Clonopins, and I'm not saying that's what she's gonna do.
Yeah. You know what?
What I'm
Money
saying
will help her sleep because she'll sedate herself, but it makes no difference. Here's the sick thing about it: there's going to be people in the family that'll fight over that money. That's the thing about it.
That's what I mean. Like, sometimes it's gonna, if it's enough for the funeral,
you're blessed, right? If you can get enough,
but
to put
anything
your son
beyond
to rest,
that.
right.
It's on that. He's not gonna go to college. He don't need a college GoFundMe. He's not gonna.
No disrespect.
He's not gonna. No disrespect. No disrespect. I'm just speaking. I got no pause. I'm sorry. He don't got no kids, so it's not like he got to take care of a family.
This is independent radio.
So it's just a matter of, it happened. It's sad. The funeral got paid off. Everything is a blessing. But to have 200-300K just sitting there because the tragedy, it's gonna start a trend, bro. It's starting a trend. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just I just find a lot of things a little absurd, if that's the word. Like,
well, I tell you this much. No matter what amount of money this woman raises for the loss of her son, it will not suffice and all it's going to do is going to cause problems within her family because they're going to be fighting over that money. So if I was her, take
And that's
whatever
the
money she
sad part.
needs and start, what do you call it? Start what are those
A
things, yeah?
funda- a foundation.
A
Do something
foundation.
good
Thank
for
you,
the
sir.
community. Do something
Thank you,
that's
sir.
gonna help the community and it's gonna use it for good. A matter of fact, God forbid, pay others' funeral with that money.
Hey,
Since you
pay
was
it
blessed,
forward. Pay it
pay
forward,
it
sir.
forward.
You know what I'm saying?
That's that's
I had
that's the
friends
key
that
to
have
life.
taken me to
Like,
the airport 4 in the morning. My boy called me up this morning, said, "Yo, I'm at the airport stuck." I got you. I got you.
yeah,
Pay it forward, man. Pay it forward. Always pay it forward, man. The karma will come back to you. Trust me. The karma will
I'm a
always
I'm
come
a
back to you.
I'm a witness. I'm a witness to both karmas. Good karma and bad
Bad
karma. I'm
karma,
a
right?
witness to both.
Absolutely. I'm a witness
So,
to both karma. I think we all are, yeah. Shit.
yeah.
Who don't have a good day and a bad day, right?
Uh, yeah. Just in case. Oh no, it's back on. Okay, I
Hey,
was
what
just
you
making
smoking
sure.
on today, homie?
Honestly, to be honest, I just bought a dime off the regular block. So it's always some
Hey, that makes no difference to me. You could have bought a tray
that
bag. But what what
that
what
that
what
means I
flavor are
don't
you
know what
lighting up?
what strain it is.
Yeah,
It's
what
just that
strain is it,
I
sir?
call it the $10 strain.
The $10 strain?
Yeah, basically just and enough for
Fair enough.
good. I actually rose two blunts, but still, like
Fair
I don't
enough.
know.
You
I
know,
don't
that's cool.
when I get the when I usually get an A for more. That's when I start looking for different strains and really care about it a little bit more. If not, I'm just trying to get lifted.
Well, I'm let me allow me to share what my strain is. Sour cookies.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh, yeah, that sounds nice.
I had like a tiny bit left of it, and I said, "Hey, you know what? Let me light it up, man." What's your plans
That's
for the day?
nice right there.
Besides, if I'm not being too intrusive in
Today
your
is the day.
business.
Today is no. Today's my day off, so I'm looking to
Nice.
basically side hustle. After this, I'll be basically on my marker grind, trying to sell my markers, paint.
Nice.
Um,
As soon as you get your banner, let me know, and I'm looking for your old banner, and I'll have that in rotation as well. As soon as I find
yeah,
it.
like I'm just trying to basically like my thing is like when I'm not working to keep my mind busy, I just like trying to keep a side hustle, even if it's trying to
You should
sell
always have a
canvas,
side hustle.
markers. It just keeps me busy. If not, I can't have an idle mind. I have an idle mind. I
Right.
start thinking bad things.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
What do
got
they
to
say?
keep,
Idle thumbs is a devil's workshop.
uh, yeah, basically, because
Basically.
that's what happens. I got to stay
Busy.
moving. If not, I start thinking, sideways, and I'm trying to keep the right better than left. How about you, brother? Any
Well,
good plans
to,
for this beautiful
let's
day?
see. It's a beautiful day in Queens. I'm gonna walk the dogs, handle some chores. I don't think there's any show tonight. I think tomorrow is Wake the Fuck Up America at 6:35 p.m. and the morning show. So yeah, I'm just gonna get ready for tomorrow. Um, besides that, just enjoy this beautiful day. Just that's it. Summertime in
Same
New
to you.
York, is the best time of the year. So
Definitely
I
is.
really, really just
Definitely is.
sit back,
Get them
relax, and
piraguas,
enjoy the summer.
people. Get them piraguas. Get them piraguas if you see them on the block. Support your local piragua guy. And
What's
shout out to Big
piraguas?
Vega. Thank you.
Ganepas?
Nah, the piragua is the ice with the little juice.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah, like the or
Yo,
look
there's
out for the
nothing more
people pushing
summer
the
than the
coquito.
piragua guy, bro.
That's it. Nah, that's piragua guy is our favorite guy. That and Mr. Softy, but they
That's
got
the
too
man with all
expensive.
the juice in the hood, literally.
Yeah, they're getting too expensive though for that damn ice cream. Paying $2, $3 for a cone. Be like, can I get yo? I remember back in the day, sprinkles was free. Now it'd be like $1 for sprinkles.
A
Nah, B, I'm
dollar for
good.
sprinkles. God
I'd be like,
damn.
yo, let me get a 25 cents worth of sprinkles, please. Like just a little bit, kind of hold, But I guess new era, they blame it on they blame it on everything to raise the prices. But yeah, man, it's been a great morning so
Yeah,
far. It
man.
was great, you know, catching up, catching back up with the fellas, everybody today. Shout out to everybody and the salute, in the chat room. Salute, man. I see y'all.
Hey,
It's
thank
hard
you
to,
for rocking with me, man. And
you already know,
I'm gonna
man.
work things out. So
Anytime since day one,
I think I'm gonna try to get Yao to rock with us in the mornings when he can. So I'll be having a talk
Yeah.
with Yao after the
And
show.
yes,
Hopefully,
I'm
work
down.
some
I'm
things
down to
out.
be. I'm down to be in the mornings.
You know what I'm saying? And then
Chopping it
that
up.
add the female that we already have in mind, and perhaps we have ourselves a nice little team. So, Yao, my dude, thank you so much for co-hosting with me. I appreciate that. And
Thank you for the invite, and
absolutely, my
s-
G. And I
salute
think
to
when
everybody.
you're good and ready for the graph with Yao, as we delve into the graph world, the Vandal world, the graph world, and who better
Definitely.
to lead us through that world than Yao?
Yeah, and the reason behind that is just because I want to give the people from IG an opportunity to give their story. That's why I wanted to, call it Graph with Yao. In other words, I want everybody that's a vandal to tell their side of the story with no politics. Usually, when you go to places and you talk about Graph, there's politics. It's like, don't talk about this, don't talk about that. No, I want to give that freedom to the person who's talking, because the only person who you would be discriminating is yourself. So if
Right.
you don't watch what you say, you might get yourself in trouble. So keep that in mind. I'm here to listen and say yes and no and agree and throw in my 2 cents, but it's gonna be a dope at least hour with uh somebody you might know already from a vendor world, basically.
That'll be
So,
dope.
stay tuned and keep that in mind. That will be coming in soon, and it's gonna be lit because that definitely will have no pause. You gonna get the
Yeah,
Vandal
graph with
raw.
Yao. So I'm looking forward to that. When that's ready, that's coming as well. And me and Yao are working on something for the smokers. I was thinking about it over the weekend. Don't want to say nothing yet, but for the smokers, I was talking Yao, talking to Mac J, and I'm gonna reach out to one more other person and see if we can make that happen as well. So we're gonna end the show with the last two songs from Jaquan. Jaquan, salute. Thank you so much for again your donation and sponsoring today's music. And we will play the last two songs, and then I got a couple other songs to play, so we'll play that as well as we take the show out of here. Just really quick, okay? If it doesn't evolve me, do not involve me. You understand what I'm saying? Please,
Amen.
please. If it doesn't evolve me, don't involve me. I'm chilling. I don't live in the past. Nobody should. Just move on. Everybody. Move on. Let it go. Okay? If it doesn't evolve me, don't involve me. I'm out here chilling, smiling, breathing, achieving. Okay, I got no time to hate on anybody, no time to talk shit about people. No time for that. I'm living my life. I love it. And I love my life. I have a great life. I'm blessed and chosen. And I hope you are too. Okay? Yao, thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate it. Stay on the line for a second as soon as I get off there so we could talk. And
Thank you, and
everybody, thank
for
you for
everybody.
listening. All right. Sorry the show was late. I know I started out a little rusty because I was aggravated about the situation that went on last week with certain things. I spoke on it, never speaking about it again. I just had to get that out of my blood. So I know perhaps I frazzled myself. So I start out a little rusty. But Yao, thank you so much again, because sometimes people, you need a co-anchor to hold you down when you lose focus. So you got me right
Yeah, it's
back
the
on track,
positive
and I
vibes.
appreciate that, homie.
Positive vibes.
All right, just stay on
Positive
hold,
vibes.
guys.
And
I'm
people,
sorry, go ahead,
just in
Yao.
case, man,
Yeah, what are you saying?
hit that like button if you like the show. You know what I'm saying? It takes you 2 seconds. It's free. Don't do it because I'm asking. Do it because you want to, though. Do it because you want to. I'm just bringing
Facts.
it up because sometimes some people forget to do so, but that means a lot to us. I know it means a lot to me due to the fact being a part of it and seeing that people really enjoy what we're doing, because we do take time out the day to do this, for you guys, and at the same
Absolutely.
time for us. So,
And guys, and like I told you,
every single like is appreciated. At least by
facts.
me it is. So thank you, fellas. And y'all have a blessed day.
Right. Thank you, Yao. And like I told you guys from the beginning when we came back last week, I want to build, I seriously want to build a morning team. I want you guys to have at least 4 voices that you hear in the morning talking that fly shit, having fun, laughing. Okay? So I'm not gonna rush it this time. Okay? So it's happening. It's happening. And I like the way the shit is going. So for everybody, it's what? 5 minutes to noon. If you're about to go to lunch, enjoy your lunch. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Yao, thank you again. Stay on hold so we can talk. I appreciate you, boss. And everybody, have a great day.
Yeah, I'll keep them positive vibes. Yeah, have a blessed one.
Yao.